Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hallway Chats. I'm Bryant, and this is Matt.
What's up?
And this is Pedro.
Hello.
And this is Alex.
Hey.
And this is Bryant. Hi. So I felt like I had to introduce this Hallway Chats, even though I don't really have much to say about any of the topics, because I have to set the tone, because I'm going to be publicly shamed. So I just want everybody to know that Explanation Point is an amazing YouTube channel. Bryant is a great and responsible guy who just hit 100,000 subscribers yesterday. So be happy for me and don't pay attention to the fact that I deleted last episode's audio.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I was wondering, I mean, you might as well just cite opinion. Is it that controversial? I don't know, what you're so worried about. Oh.
Because I was just like, yeah, everyone's sending their audio. I think I even told you, Brian, I was like, yeah, just get it to me by tomorrow.
And I thought I did.
That's fine.
I thought I did, which is why I deleted it. I was like, oh, Matt's got that.
I was looking through all this stuff, and I was like, where's Brian's audio? I was like, hey, Brian, it's me your audio. And you're like, I don't have it. Oh, shit.
I thought I did. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just recorded a really shitty
It's that one guy in the
track,
group
too.
project who does everything wrong and makes your whole group fail. So
there we go.
Hopefully the teachers don't get too mad.
So we're trying this again. Well, not again. We just skipped last week's, basically, just because of that. Which was funny, because it was the questions and answers video. So we actually did, on Twitter, we had everyone, sending questions, and no one will ever know why.
Oh, fuck, that's right. No.
That's amazing. Beautiful.
It was the ultimate troll.
That's tragic. I'm actually sad now.
Aww. All my fault.
Yep, tisk. Well, either way, congratulations on 100,000 subscribers. That's a huge deal.
Thank you.
You're gonna get your little silver play button in
eventually
approximately a year and a half.
Yeah,
roughly. So send out a tweet once you get that. But another good segue, cough cough, is that gives you also all the access to all the new YouTube perks.
Yeah,
which is pretty neat. Have you looked into those yet?
I haven't.
So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to YouTube, because I'm a big YouTube fan in general. Well, not fan. Let me correct that. A YouTube critic in general. And YouTube did a lot of huge changing through VidCon this previous week. They've got a ton of new ways to actually make money for YouTube, which are really just glorified versions of what we had already to begin with. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got the email, hey, new monetization options from YouTube. I said, okay. But opening it up, it was mostly sort of iterations upon things that already existed and or things that they'd, sort of announced previously and tried out in some capacity. I mean, it's very sort of clear that they're aware of the tenor of the conversation, which is YouTube is not nearly sufficient for supporting its creators financially. And so there's cases like Patreon, which sort of augment YouTube and in doing so don't necessarily undermine it. It makes YouTube a little less essential because now, someone on Patreon could use any number of video hosting services and that primary source of revenue would be intact, but YouTube is still the best video hosting source, so there's an element of security there. For something like Twitch, which there has been a large sort of exodus to, that danger is more present because Twitch is widely perceived as better supporting its creators economically. And then, of course, smelling blood in the water, probably Instagram with IGTV is moving into that whole video content creation space. So we will see. We will see how this continues, because YouTube is clearly conscious of it. And seeking to, at least in some way, make the platform more economically viable for its creators.
Mm-hmm. No, I do agree, because I think my main thing that I like about all this stuff is a lot of these things are two-step processes. So if you had a store, you had to go to their website, then buy something.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always that one extra step. And a lot of people just, you'd be surprised how many people just are not willing to take that one extra step.
Oh yeah,
that's kind of one of the things that I learned it in I had like a couple marketing classes in college, and it was like make it as few steps as possible. He's like, every step you I think there was like an equation. Every step that they have to take to purchase a product, there's an 80% drop off or something ludicrous like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the really what I consider to be the good thing about this whole setup is that it takes out one extra step of like, okay, now they don't have to go to Patreon to support me monetarily. Okay, now they don't have to go to the website to buy my stuff, my merchandise. So I'm appreciative of that.
So I guess to go over the specific changes for those who aren't in the know, among the handful of things YouTube has implemented is sort of a better display and integration of your merch. If you as a channel have that, you may have seen it on like Philip DeFranco. He's had that for a while now, where like right below the description box and above the comments, there'll be a display of merch. You know, you can see all his shirts and designs, and there's like a go buy now link, and I believe is it Spree Picky? It's one of those like t-shirt sites that's like, you know, partnered and that you can do that integration with, and then you can like support. You sign up to like it's not subscribe to channels.
They have a name for it. Channel memberships.
Membership, right? And yeah, I mean that's very akin to a Twitch subscription, where you're saying, "Hey, I'll give you some money every month," and also akin to a Twitch subscription in that a lot of the benefits are sort of live stream oriented. So emotes and things like that. You could probably set your like chat to subscriber only, or you know, member only. That would make sense. But yeah, and I mean, we've seen this pivot as well. YouTube sort of moving to, in some way, be a bit more competitive with Twitch. At the very least, like have a solid streaming infrastructure. And then in that vein, another of the features is the ability to like, I forget, like release your video live or something, where basically when your video is published and uploaded, it goes live in like live stream format, so your viewers can like get there for the premiere of your video, watch it live with everyone else, and then like it just transitions smoothly into the video itself being uploaded and there as, you know, any normal video would. That's interesting because Twitch like has been hooking people away to do that on Twitch. Like I've seen people with ad deals, and this upcoming video is going to be releasing exclusively first on Twitch, so watch it live here with us. So that like live release thing doesn't hold a ton of appeal to me, and I don't quite, you know, understand it as something that's too wild or fantastic. But these companies clearly, by, you know, both of them being interested in it, see it as something that there's a place for.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like a community thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody wants to be the first one to watch the new episode of the thing that they like, and if you can watch it with other people who like the same thing, then that's good.
Gotta get to the special premiere event of daily vlog number 472.
Yeah.
Can't miss this one.
You'd be surprised though. I mean, you're saying that as a joke, but that's a real thing.
Yeah, no,
I mean, true.
True.
Like I have people who like comment that, Matt, you made a fucking amazing video, and the video's been up for 30 seconds. I'm like, are you sure about that? Don't think you've watched it yet.
I appreciate the sentiments, but also I question their accuracy.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I think I like the premiere feature. Actually, I think it's one of my favorite new ones because first off, we all have access to it because it's 10K plus. All these, by the way, these are all 10K plus except for the memberships. Those are 100K plus. So Bryant's the only one who has access to that one.
Hey.
Yeah, no,
But-
you'll have seen perhaps Mother Basement.
Mother
he has-
Basement.
Mother basement.
He has a big sponsor video next to his sub button, which is not a badge awarded for having 1,000 sponsored videos. It is an ability for you, the viewer, to go sponsor his channel.
Oh yeah, I think we were talking about that a while back, trying to figure out what exactly that was.
Yeah. I think
So
the
it
main
must have-
question was like what the sort of the conditions for getting access to that ability to have that sponsor button would be, and it is in fact being 100K. So there we go.
All right.
Now we know.
Good to know. Good to know.
And a lot of the time, these features sort of get implemented in a preliminary test state with bigger channels, probably as Philip DeFranco got with the merch thing, and then get rolled out to the wider and wider set of creators, so that sponsor ability may very well be something more channels, more smaller channels get access to as it goes on here.
No, see, I'm a big fan of it because it came out for me at a very convenient time. Because right now I'm kind of getting near that barrier of switching this from a thing I do as a hobby to my part-time job. Because I've finally started making not serious money, but enough money to cover like 3/4 of my rent,
Yeah.
car insurance, and a few other
To
things.
start like justifying the time financially.
Yeah, exactly. So with this might be just like the nice little push that I need to go from doing this 20 hours a week to being able to like justify 30 or 40 hours.
Yeah. But is that just the Hiroaka boom? What will you do when Hiroaka is no longer airing? Your revenue will be cut into
Don't judge me.
quarters, Matt.
The quarters. No, well that's the thing. Lately, a lot of my other videos have done well besides Hiroaka, which I'm incredibly impressed by. Like even this week, which was a video where I openly admitted in the video it was total bullshit. I'm just trying to make something because this week was my birthday. And I was like, I don't want to fucking work on anything.
This
And
week was my birthday.
Oh, really?
When's your birthday?
I'm on the 23rd.
We have the same birthday!
Oh my god!
Is that
Oh.
real?
Yeah!
Oh.
Oh my god, Brian, really?
You and me and Sonic the Hedgehog all share a birthday!
That's fucking weird.
You heard it here first, right
That's
here on
awesome.
Oh, wait, how old are you, Bryant?
I'm 24.
Oh, you're exactly 1 year older.
Alright, cool.
We learned something new today, guys.
Yeah,
cool.
you find out live with us. The benefits of YouTube live subscriptions.
There we go. Make sure to hit that super chat button, whatever it is.
That super chat button. God. I just activated super chat on my live streams because, like, the chat was begging for it. I'm like, why? Why do you want to give me money to make your message teal? But, like, I won't
Oh,
complain.
I need to start streaming. I like enabled super chats a while ago just because I was like, how's this work? And turned the button on that makes it happen. But I haven't actually streamed.
Right.
So I want to try that. That should be fun. I just like, and this happens with a lot. But I feel like, well, I have to like finish. I have to sort of get back on track, regular content wise, before I can do side stuff.
Right.
And that often sort of hamstrings my ability to do much of anything because you get stuck on the side stuff or on the main stuff rather, and then you just can't do any side stuff at all for months.
See, I just get nervous doing any live streaming on my channel, just because I don't want to like what's it
Scare
called?
subs away.
I guess scare sub away. More like just annoy them when it's something I know most people just don't really care about.
Right.
So I've had like some guy I know like in real life. This was back when I was doing my Sunday night live streams, said something like, "Oh yeah, I'm sub to your channel." He knew about it through a mutual friend. He's like, "I get so many fucking notifications from your channel. It's annoying." I'm like, oh, sorry. And he brought up the fact that like he likes my videos, but he's like, whenever you live stream or do those live streams, he's like, it's just kind of in the way. That kind of stuck with
that
me
is
for a while.
understandable.
No, I mean, I do live streams for my patrons, so it's really just a way to hang out with them every week. And then
No, my live
also
streams
like
are a way to fleece Twitch or chat donations away from my audience. Let's not get twisted here.
I didn't even have Super Chat active until I knew it existed. But no, it's just like something I do to hang out with my patrons, and like the only reason it's streamed is to advertise. So. Plus, I mean, I put out content once a month, so
yeah, it's good
something to fill the gap.
Give your audience a bit of that expo goodness.
So, question. I know we were talking about this a little bit before we started, but who all has access to that? The beta feature I was talking about earlier.
The beta feature?
The beta on all these handful of monetization options that we went over.
I'm not sure.
Email about it. I didn't like. That might have like given me access to stuff, but none of it was stuff I would utilize, and so I did not pursue that, and I don't have all that available because like I'm not doing merch, and stuff. So
no, I just want to show because there's one. I got another feature that's not like that hasn't been talked about yet, which I think is hilarious. Too overpowered. So all my videos now when I upload are automatically demonetized.
Okay.
But I have to go manually monetize each and every single one of my videos. And here's what I'm not kidding. I'm reading it right now. I click monetize with ads, and underneath it says, "I believe this video complies with YouTubers' advertiser-friendly guidelines." And then it automatically monetizes my video without question.
Okay.
Like it doesn't like go through like any like procedures. It just trusts me.
Well, that's good.
That's good, but I feel like that's a little easily abused.
I feel like
I
it
agree.
probably like it is probably scanning it. It might like be less sort of stringent with it if you do that manual thing, but like it can still detect if you're just uploading porn, and if you click the box, please monetize this. This is not porn. Like it won't believe you. It'll detect that, I would imagine.
But like when I uploaded my latest video, which is the biggest problem in anime video, that video is filled with naked anime preteens.
Yeah.
And like it was demonetized, and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean,
But just out of habit, I clicked the please remonetize this button, and they did.
and they did, yeah. No, that,
Yeah. Like, what is the point of your system?
That happens a lot, and I feel like there is sort of a clear just thing indicated where like there is like a level of content that is sort of edgy enough, borderline enough that the bots will demonetize it, but as long as they get a human reassurance, no, like this is okay to monetize, or a hey, can you check this out again? I think it might be okay to monetize. Like it feels like they're placing value just upon a sort of affirmative, this should be monetized from people, because that seems to me to be the only reason that whole beta feature Matt went over would exist. And thinking about it, because of what you brought up, that I have seen that sort of reflected in the way demonetization reviews tend to work.
Fair enough. I'm not complaining about it. I'm plenty happy about it. I've definitely noticed a difference in the amount of money you make from your videos, at least for this one, because like, so my 5 anime more people should watch has already made like $8-10, and it's at 7,000 views, which is a ludicrously high CPM in comparison to what we usually get.
Isn't it normally like $1 per 800 views?
Yeah, it's an 80 cents per 1,000, and this one's at like 1.3. So I'm thinking that I think YouTube stagnates all first like couple thousand views just to double check videos, whereas this one with the beta feature, it just goes, all right, here you go. I'm guessing. I mean, this is from one example so far, so don't quote me on this. But yeah, I mean, there was definitely a noticeable difference. That and then in the number of views I've gotten just in general for that video. I don't know if that was just like a luck-based thing, which is definitely possible, or if just YouTube promoting it instantly because it is monetized.
Right.
because that video already has 7,500 views, and usually I don't break that until like, Tuesday, Wednesday. My videos on videos that aren't about Hiraka.
Right.
You guys are sitting there judging me. Okay, I haven't made a
not judging you.
Hiraka video in 2 weeks.
Okay, now I'm judging you a little.
Should make a Hiraka video maybe, but
I should also make a Hiroaka video.
You've got stuff to say about it, actually, I'm sure.
Honestly, I kind of want to talk about the way it does fan service and not much else.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah, like what I've been looking for is something to say about the new Sword Art Online, because you got to get that money.
I mean, yeah, the new Sword Art Online isn't like super great for SEO. It's better than nothing, but it's not so viral.
Yeah, right.
It's not the
Because-
original
Let's go with where it was
SAO.
I mean, the reason SAO is so big is because literally everyone has seen it. Millions of people, like even people who don't watch much at all of other anime. And those people who don't watch much of all of other anime, who make up a huge component of SAO's audience, probably aren't watching SAO Alternative because they're like not engaged enough sort of with the medium to have even known that this SAO spin-off was airing.
Fair.
Certainly fall, though. Okay, because this is an interesting sort of point in time where we've gotten like to a postmodern point with SAO on YouTube where people are just fully conscious of it and its effects and its power. It's dark power. And so when we get mainline SAO airing again with Alcization in fall, those will be interesting times indeed.
I can't wait to not make any videos about SAO. Fuck that shit.
Really?
Unless something
The
comes up.
incorrigible Manime Matt would go so far as to boycott cashing in on that SAO money.
Okay, I have no right to do that. Let's not call it a boycott. Let's just call it a case of I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I'm
it
okay
doesn't
with
mean
being
you can't
the guy.
make videos on it.
True.
Come on now,
True.
I've made.
Yeah, I made a video
how many
about Hunter x Hunter
videos
without
have I
having
made
seen
with
that.
SAO in the title without having watched the show? Let's check.
my God.
5, probably.
Jesus. No, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm totally working on a Hiraka video for this week, by the way. Only because I came up with it. I was talking to a coworker, and he came up with a fantastic theory that I really want to do some serious research into. Which sounds fantastic. It's all for one and one for all. Oh shit, it's gonna be coming up before the video, but I don't care. That they're the same quirk. Just different parts of it. It's a pretty neat theory. We were talking about it all day at work the other day.
Okay.
I was like, oh shit, this sounds dope.
Wasn't...
Yeah, 5 videos with it in the title.
I look up how many Hiraka videos
I knew it. God damn it! My like shitty, like hateful, spite-filled joke. Top 5 hottest scenes in SAO video has almost 100,000 views. God fucking damn it! I hate the world. I hate the world. I spite thee.
Get fucked.
Yeah. I mean, both of my Sword Art Online videos, like, my first one has 650,000 views, and my second one is on track to 500,000.
This world, it deserved to be
aren't those
burned down
about
to the ground.
Aren't they about SAO Abridged though?
6
That's
of
like,
them, excuse me.
Yeah, but they're
I
still
have.
Sword Art Online videos.
yeah, but Sword Art Online Abridged is actually just better than the anime though. So,
Of course.
you know.
That was the point.
But what was I gonna say? Pedro's is just actually 5 cents.
With the genius.
Pedro's was satire gone wrong.
There's so many sexual assaults in Sword Art Online that I forgot one.
Oh god. Second Looks Watch Mojo like spoof logo thing that Tube did in Photoshop or whatever. That's brilliant. It's WatchMo SAO. That's in my thumbnail. It's good. How is he? I think he did like the top 5 swords in Sword Art Online. We like released around
Top 10 Sword
just 'cause
Art
we both
Online
had like
swords.
ideas for Sword Art Online spoof lists, so we both used the logo. Let me check and see how his is doing.
Not so well, only 27,000.
Which, considering he's only a 10,000 sub channel, is still pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Or yeah, pretty dang fucking tragic. It's a crime. Yeah, he did the other, like, Mojo, SAO, iconography spoof logo thing. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
God bless. That's the life of being a YouTuber, just milking everything for money.
Kinda.
Low key. That's how you get
I've
good on YouTube.
abandoned
It's
it,
not low
which
key.
is why I have no money. That's not actually true.
Why can't I have 3
It's
credibility
true.
and no?
You can choose between self-respect or money. No, I mean, like, I agree with a lot of that reasoning, which is why ultimately I am a YouTuber. Like, even if you sort of view like the idea of making videos on subjects that will get a lot of views, you know, to sort of be a compromise and somewhat scummy, or like a submission of your ideals or what have you. Also, working for Walmart would very much be a compromise of my ideals, like to a much greater extent than making a one-off Hiroaka video for the money. Like, I think there's so many greater concessions made in everyday benign job paths of so many people that YouTube is a more sort of personally sincere and less compromising path for a lot of the people who are taking that journey.
Couldn't agree with you more.
At the very
Yeah,
least, I
justify
am making creative
my
content
bad.
sort of my own conception and will. That's even if it's not like the subject I would most want to cover if I was just totally financially free. I would want to be doing this general thing, and in doing this thing, even on a subject that's more views driven, I'm at least expressing, you know, my own thoughts and feelings, which is, you know, a much greater sort of degree of personal genuineness than stocking shelves at some retail job or working a fast food joint. So.
Or you can be like yours truly and do both.
You
Be a
plus,
Domino's
like,
delivery driver and make videos that are scummy.
You just gotta do all the compromises at once. No, plus, like, when you have a subject that you know is going to get views, you can probably find something that you want to say about it.
Yeah.
It's not like you just have to suck Reki Kawahara's dick to make money.
Oh, that is a good strategy.
2
he's
years
got
of
the money for it.
semen came flowing out.
No, I mean,
onto
that's the
Xbox.
thing.
Came glopping into Xbox.
What? God bless.
I've
That's
already
not
read
a
that
fanfic,
fanfic,
that's
thank
a
you.
fucking text of SAO.
Oh, it was a fanfic when I was in it. No, what somebody in my Patreon
Kirito?
Discord wrote a fanfic about me and
Ooh.
Crunchyroll.
Nice.
Crunchyroll personified
Well, I mean, Crunchyroll
as a
personified as Hime,
transgender girl.
so that's pretty good.
Except it wasn't Hime.
Shame.
Their head
That's
was
what you
the
get for
Crunchyroll
creating your
logo.
universe and its logic. If only you were represented by.
Yep, sure. This is
by
my
an
fault.
ambig-
You
by
victim-blaming
just
fuck.
An OC mascot character, then that character could have hooked up with Hime, but alas.
I have an OC mascot character.
Less like you know.
Oh, I know.
Steru. I think that's, I don't know. I'm bad at Japanese. I'm sorry.
Wakata? I don't know. I always tell people that I know enough Japanese to be dangerous. Because I feel like I kind of know what I'm talking about, but I'm probably totally wrong.
Let me Google this. Continue the podcast, boys. I need to see if my one-off Japanese is correct. To know, hell fucking
I just know, like,
I know
the
Japanese.
basics, like,
Japanese
Origato
ga
Gozaimasu.
shiteru.
Look at that.
That's an unconjugated verb. That's not how that works, but Japanese ga shiteru nonetheless.
Japanese gashiteru is how you
It's
say
not
I
actually,
know
don't
in
take my-
Japanese. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun.
Where are we on the... We talked about the YouTube changes. Do we want to get into some seasonal anime now that the season is starting to conclude here?
I mean, we stopped having a conversation
Yeah,
about Magical Girl
at
sites
the very least
specifically
that,
so that we
yeah.
could have it when people were listening.
All right. Well, you two can take over the conversation. Alex and I'm gonna go sit down on the,
The
bench
hallway
with
bench.
Alex.
The
Magical Girl
the
site all year.
iconic
The hallway
bench
bench.
TM. Pick up
As
Alex
the
and I just
seen
hallway
in
looking
the
bench
through
pictures.
memes, all right?
today.
Oh my god, I just saw that video that Miles posted to Twitter of him unboxing
Yes,
that
yes.
figure of Asuna dropping a salad.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, that video is so good.
But yeah,
Miles is precious.
A few days ago now, Bryant had watched the Mahashojo site finale, and yeah, no,
He raped him.
He did the big rape.
He raped that man.
So just to add a bit more context to that,
Why do you need context, Pedro? Why did the people need context to know that one man raped another man?
the
That can happen.
abusive older brother
Don't be so homophobic.
seemingly got like killed at the resolution of his arc because he was trying to fuck shit up.
No, we knew he wasn't dead because we got
But
that
yeah,
splash of him at the end of
seemingly
that
two of the
episode,
characters got killed.
where he was
But,
hanging on
yeah,
the
we
fucking
saw
St.
that
Andrew's
really
cross
he
or
had just
whatever.
been captured. And so at the final scene of the final episode, we went to the rape dungeon of this sort of blue-haired Bishonen dude who works with the site administrators.
Specifically, one site administrator, you know, the important one.
Just chained up naked. We got the brother. I don't even remember. Is it Kaname? I think it's Kaname. So we got Kaname chained up naked.
Yes.
And then Bishi
That's
guy
close
just,
enough, anyway.
just tells him he's beautiful. Unzip, and then like a very intense scream from Kaname, scream from him on like a black screen for the very end of the show.
That wasn't the last
No,
scene.
did we get an after credits?
There was also that scene with Asagiri and Yatsumura.
Oh yeah,
just
right.
holding
That's
hands
right.
in
That
bed,
came
which was really
afterwards.
cute.
Yeah.
That was the
I mean,
last
the show is
scene.
kind of worthwhile just for the very cute yitty romance.
There
They
is a
didn't
very
include
cute
the test
Yuri
scene
romance.
from the manga, unfortunately. But yeah.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
People are
Godane,
sort of
Godane.
looking forward to that being present this season, but we did not get that. Sort of a shame, but a very, very endearing little relationship between the two of them nonetheless. Yeah, much treasure site. Yeah, it had its ups and its downs, but it was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed it a lot. It was terrible.
Go watch my video on it. Yeah.
Watch my future video on it. Okay, who wants to talk about something else? Hopefully good anime.
Shokugeki season 3 wrapped up. Solid ending. I'm not ending. They left on not on a cliffhanger, but like a solid place. That was like, all right, that's a good way to end the season. Really well done season. I think they definitely went back to the roots of season 1 of less talking, more action, if you call it that.
More food,
More food,
food, basically. So Shokugeki season 3 part 2 technically, because there was a part 1 of season 3. Solid, very fun, good watch. Hinamatsuri finished up. So you guys have
finale.
turn on that.
I do need to watch more of that. I've only seen the first episode.
Finale's fantastic. The last we finally get back to Island Girl, which is great. She is adorable, and the animation quality bitch slaps you again. It reminds you how good these guys are. Dude, it's so good. It's just like I was just watching the show, enjoying it, laughing, and then like a fight scene came up, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Yeah. I just forget that like, damn, they really do care about this show, don't they?
Crew.
I guess this would be a bit of a spoiler, but I did like how the final scene sort of wrapped back around to the one that opened the show, and it's like, oh, what's happening here?
Oh yeah, no.
Because at the beginning it was
well
just
done.
like this out of context action scene, and it's like, what is this? What does this mean?
Same thing happened in Magical Girl's site.
Mm-hmm.
They did the
Did
Madoka
Madoka
thing, except
open
they did
with
it
the
badly.
scene from like the end of the show?
Yeah, it opened with
right.
Homer
Yeah.
versus Walpurgis Knox
That's
fight.
become like a genre staple because Magical Girl Raising Project also opened.
Yeah. Selector Wecross did
So
it
like,
too.
we promise there's dark shit coming, guys. Just hold on. In Madoka, it wasn't actually that because one, it wasn't sort of relying upon the expectation of dark shit because it codified that.
Right.
So yeah, I do wonder how much sort of the continuation of that trend is just people sort of drawing a Madoka parallel between their show and Madoka, and how much of it is just advertising the gore that will be to come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Right,
finished
for
Magical
your-
Girl
for
Raising
your
Project
video
recently,
here.
so. I'm not gonna mention that in the video, I don't think.
Ooh,
but it was
cool.
a very
You were a
good
big fan of
series.
that as well.
Let's see.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm a big fan of
That's
the
cool.
cute
That's
girls
cool.
do
Have you
suffering
seen
aesthetic.
Yuki Yuna wa Yusha de Aru? Cool.
No,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's, like,
that's a real
next
fun
on my
one, and
list.
it's Keiichi Okabe is the composer. So he's like the guy who does the Nier soundtracks. Its music is fantastic.
Ooh.
I was a big fan of You.
Yeah, it seems like it'll be right up my alley.
It
Oh yeah, What's a Koi is finished now, by the way. Although I haven't seen the most recent episode. I haven't seen the finale yet. But I'm probably gonna watch it after this, and I realize it's out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you were a huge fan
did
of that
I
one.
see it?
I love What's a Koi. And then Megalobox, one more episode left.
It looks
Well,
like
the
I
newest
didn't
episode of What's a Koi
remember
came out
seeing
2 days
it.
ago.
Was that the finale?
Well, I haven't watched it.
Yeah. Wow, only 11 episodes. I didn't even
Apparently so,
register
yeah.
that as the finale because whoa. Okay.
Neat.
Yeah, no.
I want a second season of What's a Koi,
I want
alright?
more of Now.
And Hinamatsuri. They're both so good.
Is it now? I think it's now. The girl who got introduced
Nao-chan?
recently for the brother, or is the little brother now?
No,
yeah,
I think
I like his
Nao's the
very
little
much
brother.
being telegraphed as his GF. Masculine androgynous girls, yes.
that was such a good episode. He's just like talking to him, thinking he's a guy, and just chilling with him. It's so well done.
Somewhat unfortunate that all
He's
the
such a good little
relationships are
Seminole.
in Wotakoi when like its gender bender stuff is really good and like fucking what's her name, the main girl, orange hair. She is very into women who are like cosplaying as masculine characters. There's some buy in her for sure, but it's still good.
Mm-hmm.
Naname, yes.
Yeah, Narumi. That's right. Yeah. Oh well.
Nadami and
Oh, and
Koyanagi
Megalobox,
should date.
one episode
That's my
left, which-
that's my
Megalobox.
hardline stance.
Narumi?
The Kabakura's
This one's
GF
crazy.
green hair.
Oh yeah, the Su Hanako. Yeah. I wouldn't be against it, but only if we're allowed to
Well,
ship
of course.
Kurotaka and Power together. Like, that's
Well, of
that's the
course.
only way that relationship would go. If I that wouldn't make me hate it if it swapped. So I don't want either one of those to be single. Those two would be great in a relationship, I think.
So
Megalobox,
excited for the
fantastic
finale.
so far. Yeah, is everyone current with that? Because God, it's just That's one of those shows that was like, I think, a slow burn. It started off okay, it's been getting kind of good, and the last couple episodes have just been like so good.
Yeah, and Megalobox didn't really resonate with me. So I've only seen the first 2 episodes, I think.
It's following the conventions very closely, but they're very good conventions, and it's executing them pretty much flawlessly. And as you know, things go with these stories in the build up to the final confrontation, and then in that climax, things are pretty great.
I just think the problem with Megalobox that I think I've been intentionally doing to everyone who's asked me about this show is so many people have overhyped the fuck out of this show, and it has ruined it for so many people. Because if you go into this show like expecting a masterpiece, you're not gonna like it. But luckily I went to Megalobox thinking like, we'll see how it goes. And I'm like, oh, it's a solid show. It's a slow burn. It gets better and better and better to the point where it's really good right now. But I think like when it first came out, there was all that hype surrounding it, and I think that really killed off a large portion of the audience that I think would have been interested in it, and
I guess I've always been someone who's somewhat unaffected by hype one way or the other, because I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 or anything, but I was very much looking forward to it and expecting it to be very good, and I was not disappointed in that regard.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine. Really well made.
Yeah.
Again, it's just not really
There's
my
not
thing.
a single cute girl who suffers in that show. If only Joe was a girl and we got to see him get
it has, like,
beaten up and
quality
get bloodied
in
and
some
black
shit.
eyes as a girl.
Yeah.
Okay, here's
I
how
don't
you
like
finish
good
Megalobox.
anime.
Headcanon Joe as a trans girl, as a closet trans girl. There you go.
Perfect.
Oh my god, that would be quite the plot twist.
They don't make therapy for junkyard dogs.
Finally find out what her real name is. It was Joanna. Theory confirmed, guys.
No, stop.
Yeah, in my shit news, Comic Girls has finished airing. Yeah, it was delightful.
I need to
right
see the
up
finale.
through the end. Just a great show. Very happy we got to experience that.
No, it was really cute. I liked it.
I need to actually sit through and watch all of it.
And like,
I'm like 3 or 4 episodes deep. Every time I start watching it, something happens, and I have to do something.
I hate it. I hate shows where things happen.
Gegege no Kitaro has continued to be on
I like
point.
my Tonic.
This is supposedly a kids show, but last episode, refugee families were getting killed for the diamond trade. Like, literally, we saw refugee children die. One of the refugees got shot. It's a very socially conscious show because the manga like originated right around the 60s, so it's got that whole like political bent to it, and it's very somewhat jarring, but in a good way, to see that political lens taken in a series nowadays. Gegege no Kitaro.
What show are you talking about?
No.
Comic Girls. There's refugees in this goddamn show.
That's a real big twist
What
at
the
the
fuck
end.
happens in like 6 episodes? God damn.
It goes through like a School Live style twist where the whole time the show took place in Syria.
Comic Girls. God, I'm dying. You killed me.
We all are, Pedro.
But yeah, so
I think
it's
you're
just sort
special
of
because you're dying.
a degree of like very active thing, very angry, political thought that is quite of its era, and we don't really get a lot of anymore.
So, Alex, what have you been watching today?
I haven't been watching anything today, but I did catch up on Hinamatsuri just in time to miss all of the seasonal discussion, but I finished it. And, yeah, I also watched Comic Girls, but we talked about that.
Oh, Franks. I guess we should talk about Franks, huh? And how it, like, has gone even more off the rails than ever before. And it's pretty glorious. I'm enjoying it. I mean, it was already stupid enough that I was having fun, but it got dead stupid enough that I'm having a lot of fun.
We gotta go to space. We gotta go to space to save my girlfriend.
Space. Oh my god, fucking kill me. No, we're going to Mars, guys.
By the way, I know we've like been
Mars
developing
orbit.
this show for like 20 episodes here, but we've got 5 episodes left. We can introduce like a new race of space aliens that were actually behind the entirety of the show's action thus far, and develop them and have the climactic battle against them as the true antagonists, all in 5 episodes. Don't worry about it, guys. In 4 episodes, excuse me.
Yeah, that's one of those shows that you just blink at.
Oh my god. I don't know what the fuck. This is Mirror Nikki. That's all I can think of whenever I think of this show.
Did Mirai Nikki ever
with mechs.
have a paradigm shift like that though? Did you like sort of have an expectation towards? Because I know like from the start it was like you could tell it was gonna be bad, which was the same with Franks. Probably. Well, not there were flags at least with Franks. But did Mirai Nikki become bad in a new or unexpected manner over the course of its run?
Yeah, it was a, hey, what if everything was parallel universes, and that's why everything's bad.
Right.
That's why everyone fucking hates that show. Because it was like, oh, this is neat. Well, how are they going to solve this? What if she's from a different universe? That's how that works, right, guys? Fellas?
Just stop
watching. I want to fucking blow my brains out.
Late night TV anime and only watch kids anime IMO.
That's fair.
No, so that's my viewpoint on Mirror Nick, on Darling in the Franxx. Is it's just the new Mirror Nick. It's just like, oh, all right, well, okay, yeah, fuck it, aliens. That's a good idea. Fight in space, yeah, that's cool. 02's body just isn't her body anymore. That's fuck it, why not? Let's just
the machine
have that
now.
happen. Yeah, I don't fucking care. We'll figure it out as we go.
Man.
It's gotten to the point where I'm no longer invested in any way, shape, or form, and if they kill off all the characters, so be it. It's just like, alright.
No, please, by all means, kill off all the characters. I want that.
I mean, I think I wouldn't put it ahead of them. I mean, after all, they're sending everybody into space except for the 2 characters everyone would lose their shit if they killed. So they're not sending in pregnant girl.
Kokoro and Mitsuru.
The father.
Yeah, kill off 02 and then hook up Hiro with Ichigo. That'll make the fans happy. That's a crowd-pleasing narrative development we're all looking forward to.
Then you have to kill Goro, though.
No,
you have to kill Goro to do that.
No,
I like Goro too much.
They may very well kill.
You don't
Goro.
have to kill Goro
they're not
to
gonna
do that.
Do my stupid thing there, but they might kill Goro. Like he's a character like in a position both where he could die and where like that would have like an impact, From a narrative perspective, I could see them doing that.
Or they could do this. They could kill off Futoshi.
Futoshi would be the bad person to kill off. I mean, he'd be the good person to kill off in that he'd deserve it. But he'd be the bad person to kill off in the sense that he'd deserve it. And thus it wouldn't achieve, like, an emotional effect that you'd really be presumably desiring in killing off a character. It's that...
Yeah, but don't put it above them, though, because they just... Remember when they killed off the snake character thing? and
Wait,
they like
what?
expected empathy out of us for that scene.
They
killed off the snake?
Klaxosaurus snake that was like commanded by the queen.
The Klaxosaurus snake,
like,
yeah.
Why do you think they were expecting empathy on that?
Because they had a whole like solid 3-second thing where they stopped and looked at it and like, no.
I thought
It's
struck
the way
me
the
as
shot
like
was set was like you're supposed to care about
more
the
of like
snake,
an
right?
oh shit, because like it's a powerful asset and they didn't have it. It struck me as more like dramatic than emotional.
I disagree. I think it was totally going for your emotional feel, because that was the only time like there was never like established that was like super strong. Well, I mean,
It's
a
cool.
little
It's a
bit,
good boy.
but it wasn't
I feel
key feature.
feeling sad for him dying is fair. I like him.
That, and then also the scientist, which was funny. I actually kind of liked his death. His was funny. It was just like giant.
It was
rock.
very Misato from
That was funny.
Evangelion.
I was laughing.
Like bloodied, send the hero, in this case literally, off. Door closes behind them. You slump against the door, bleeding out, and die. Like it's very end of Eva Misato.
Yeah, except this one had a rock.
In this one, he didn't kiss Hiro, which is a missed opportunity. IMO.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, maybe next time. Fucking show. That fucking show, man. Like I had hopes for it. I was like, oh, this could turn out to be pretty good. Because I thought it was like an interesting thought process into the duality of humans and all this other stuff. Like, oh, sweet. So it'll be like, the Klexosaurus are like the poor human who weren't able to get like the free stuff, like the free like invulnerability, and everyone else is the rich humans, and it's the fight between the classes, and it's like
that earlier on world building episode where I think it's Mitsuru, someone like goes into the underground city and like meets the old couple there and learns sort of about a decent bit of the dystopic elements of the world. In retrospect, that episode is kind of really bad because none of that matters. Like at the time it was like, oh shit, okay, we're starting to get world building details finally. This is cool, like it's setting up for this dystopia thing, but like those become almost entirely unless they like bring it back for the fucking final episode. Like it felt like they were just
which
like,
I wouldn't
tossing
be
in
surprised
dystopia
about.
Iconography.
Yeah, same.
The fact that they have these machines that they go into like beam happy feelings into their brains or whatever has no impact on the show whatsoever. It's bizarre in retrospect.
But we have to understand that the big government is bad.
No, man.
Why we're all just so lost.
The
with this
world is
fucking
bad.
show.
It's a bad world, and we need to know that it's a bad world because you can be happy on demand.
I see. Was it Mitsuru who was the one who met the old couple?
It was the one who never shuts the fuck up. One second, I can look them up.
So what I mean?
The bi boy who makes a baby.
It was
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, no,
Mitsuru,
that
it's Zorma.
really.
666 Horime. Yeah.
What does it matter that Zorome learned that? Zorome does nothing. Like, if Mitsuru had learned that, like, I could see it. It would still be very poorly done because it's just wasteful. But it would have served some. In like the guy who made a baby saw a couple, and like learned about love to some extent. Okay, but it's just Zorome, who like himself goes on to do literally nothing with that information because he goes on to do literally nothing generally. And so it was purely as a mouthpiece, as a development to get that info to us, the audience. But it does nothing for us because it doesn't matter to anything else going on in the series. Wow.
Oh, what about Miku? Do you guys remember that Miku's a character? I totally forgot she existed in general.
Zorome's partner?
Yeah, Zorome's partner.
And that's her character trait?
I think... Has she had a line in the past 5 episodes?
Yes. Because I remember her talking and I was like, oh yeah, her.
like I've never seen a character like I thought Futoshi and Ikuno were getting ignored pretty heavily, and then I realized Miku was a character. I'm like, oh fuck, who is this?
I mean, Miku had her mutual tsundere thing with Zotome. Zotome had sort of some character beyond that, in that he's sort of got this conflict with internal conflict with his feelings on Papa, and like his sort of desire to just cling to him as a leader and like trust in him and go along with what he says and stuff. So that there's some intrigue to his character there. Miku, though, yeah, there's not much there beyond like the tsundere thing.
Yeah, she is probably the most ignored character out of all of them.
She's the sort of most insubstantial character, I think, in that main cast for sure.
Yeah. Man,
That's Darling in the Franxx for you.
I kind of want to do a video about how Darling in the Franxx is bad, because it's like a masterclass of bad writing. Because like basically everything that you can do wrong in a series, Darling in the Franxx does it at least once, while still
more like Darling in the fucking bad.
while still managing to like be a decently popular series. Because you can look at Vatican Kiski Choskan and you're like, oh yeah, that's hilarious. But Darling in the Franxx still has a significant following of people who kind of like it.
Yep. One of my coworkers
I'm
is
not,
still a huge fan of it.
I'm not like sort of too engaged with that, so I don't know how much the tenor of its fans is like, this is a legitimately great show. There's a few who are like, yes, it is taking to task the postmodern SJW gender study. Who said it? Oh, the Mal like forum comment on a discussion of the show. Someone said Papa was a gender studies professor. Like unironically, someone said that, like in their building their case for the genius political fucking awakening Franxx was putting forth.
God bless.
Turns out Papa was actually the space alien lizard men coming to take over the world and kill humanity, and not at all a gender studies professor.
Wait, so is anyone here an H3H3 fan?
I'm a fan. I have followed his stuff, and I'm aware of it.
Here's the meme: Papa bless. This is like perfect. That was the whole reason the show exists, is so I can legitimately say that.
Man.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I think my biggest problem with the show, because you were talking about from a writing standpoint, from a filmmaking standpoint, it's the same thing. The fact that they committed to this ideology of what makes us human. That's like what the whole show is based around.
Mm-hmm.
What makes something or someone a human? And the answer is being not an alien. Is fucking retarded. Yep. And I hate it for... when that happened, I was like, I gotta make a video. I gotta fucking tear the show apart. But I don't want to waste my time making a video on it. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that. But...
that's like David
so
Cage
bad.
levels of writing.
I think we're just about out of time, guys.
Yeah, I guess
all right. Don't have to think about Darling in the Franxx anymore.
Well, Darling in the Franxx isn't a show that makes you think anyway, so don't worry about it.
Ooh, got him.
Oh,
correct.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us today in the hallways. This has been Manime Max.
Explanation point.
The Pedantic Romantic.
And I'm here from way down the hall, but I'm still here. I promise.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.